Welcome back to Realpreneur Principles. I'm Nikolai Ray, CEO of the MREX. Welcome once again to my office as I take a couple of minutes to share my experience, my expertise and knowledge in the real estate investment field, specifically multifamily real estate investment. So this week, I want to take some time and talk about asking for money. Because as a realpreneur, you're probably a big investor, or you want to become a big investor and own a lot of apartment buildings and own a lot of properties, or you're a syndicator, and you have to definitely raise capital. Because one of the major limitations in multifamily real estate investment is having access to capital for down payments and for renovations in order to create value in older properties. So asking for capital for a lot of people is a very tough hurdle to overcome, because we have all these types of beliefs and limiting judgments that we have inside of us, saying that, you know, asking for capital is a bad thing. We don't want to ask money from friends and family and all this. But in reality, if you're a realpreneur, just like a startup entrepreneur, you have to be able to ask for capital. You have to be able to raise money if you want to give yourself the tools to achieve the kind of success that you want to achieve. And what this does is that you have to, it ultimately makes you have to get over the fear of rejection, right? Because that's the major problem. I mean, obviously, all these limiting fears and limiting obstacles that we have in our minds with regards to money is a lot of it's attached to the fear of rejection, to the fear of what the other person will think of us because we asked them for $50,000 or $150,000 to get into our apartment acquisition. We always kind of are afraid of what their reaction will be. Will it affect the relationship? And ultimately, I think that you have to get over that. You have to get over that hump. You have to get over that barrier. And if you're not willing to do that, well, guess what? You won't be a realpreneur, and you won't have true success in multifamily real estate investing, because you're gonna have to ask for money somewhere. You're gonna have to ask for money from your LPs. You're gonna have to ask for, you know, the relationship with your key principal to make sure that you're able to get the loan with, say, Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, or if you're in Canada, the CMHC. And you're gonna have to ask for brokers to send you deals. You're gonna have to ask for bankers to give you loans. So asking is extremely important. And you cannot receive anything if you don't ask for anything. So that's the major thing when it comes to asking for capital. The second thing is mindset. I mean, you have to realize that ultimately you're not asking for capital. You're not begging for capital. You're offering an opportunity to a person to make more money. You're offering them an opportunity to get into a deal that they would not normally be able to get into by themselves. You're offering them a chance to profit from your talents and from the upside that you're building in your real estate investment company by acquiring properties, by renovating properties, by doing financial engineering, and ultimately by doing a whole bunch of really cool stuff that they probably don't know how to do, and they don't have the time to learn how to do. So the minute you switch from that mentality of asking and begging and go to the mentality of, I'm offering you an opportunity, you'll see a huge switch and a huge change in the way that people will respond to your asks. Now, the important thing behind that is that opportunity and offering that opportunity has to come from a place of true confidence, real confidence. It can't be a fake it till you make it thing. It has to come from somewhere deep down inside where you know that you are truly offering them an opportunity, and that you're not just kind of faking yourself into thinking that you're offering them an opportunity. And that's really an important distinction. That confidence comes from knowing that you've done the work, and that you have the knowledge, and that you have the know-how to find good opportunities for acquiring properties, that you know how to underwrite them, or that you've built a team around you that knows how to do that stuff, and that what you're truly adding is you're adding value to that investor or to that limited partner, and that you're really bringing them a true opportunity. So that comes through work ethic, by working your ass off to finding those good deals and those good acquisition opportunities. That comes from the confidence that comes from the knowledge that you've invested in yourself by learning, by being a constant learner, by knowing what's going on in the market, estimating market cycles, listening to more educated people than yourself, and making sure that you really know what you're doing. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you won't be able to fake real confidence, and you won't truly be able to put yourself in the mindset of offering an opportunity to an investor rather than asking for money. So ultimately, if you want to get away from just having to ask and beg for money, and that you want money to flow towards you, you want capital to flow towards you, you want limited partners and passive investors to eventually one day run after you to get into your deals, then you have to make sure that you're always on point with your knowledge and your work ethic, and with the results that you deliver to the people that you've promised that you deliver them results when it comes to performance, when it comes to return on investment, internal rate of return. You have to be on point, because you are now not only responsible for yourself and your success, you're also responsible for their success and their capital. I hope you take these principles in order to help you raise more capital and be better at asking for capital and offering opportunities. And I invite you to come back next week to join me as we continue to dig deep into Realpreneur principles that will help you become a better multifamily real estate investor.